I don't know. Some of the things Davo wanted might have been real good, I reckon.
Listen, we're not going along with any of the stuff she wants. All the screws do is give you something and then take it away again. We're better off doing things our own way. My way.
Yeah, but sometimes the things
What I say goes about anything. The screws don't get no cooperation from us on nothing. They're going to be very sorry they stuck me in here for 10 years.
Now, what have you got in mind?
Well, I want to get a more positive reaction from the women. That won't happen as long as we have someone with as negative an attitude as Gaffney ruling the roost. I've thought about it very carefully, and I've made a decision. I'm having B. Smith brought back here.
Yeah, go on, you silly old cow. Go on. You should have stuck with us, Smith.
Quick as you can with your meal, Bryant. The governor wants to see you as soon as you're finished.
What's happening?
Margot's taken over.
She's what? Is that why the governor wants to see me?
How should I know? All I know is that you're in here for nothing. Your plan to bring Bea back in here is blowing up in your face. Margot's seen to that.
Can't you do something?
Oh, you've got to be joking. All the women are fair scared out of their wits.
Yeah, I suppose you're all towing the line.
Have to. Nobody's very happy,
Well, the
I know
screws
that.
wouldn't care who was towing the line as long as
Okay,
somebody's...
you two, that's enough.
All right, Mrs. Towell.
I'll be back in 10 minutes, Bryant. Make sure you're ready.
Everything all right? Are you all right?
I don't know. Where is this?
We're about 5 kilometers from Calmio. Don't you know where you are? Well, where's your car? You do have a car, don't you? Well, how did you get here?
I don't know. What time is it?
Must be about 5:30.
Oh!
Oh, look, you're obviously not well. Let me take you to a doctor.
No. Please, you've got to help me get back.
Back? Back where, love? Where do you live?
76 Watt Street, Surrey Hills.
All right. Come on. I can go back that way.
I've got to get home to my husband and my daughter. They'll be worried about me.
Oh, of course. Just the one child, have you?
Yes. She'll be wondering where I am. She's wondering why I'm so late. Her name's Debbie.
Come on, Sue. And you get in the back. In the back.
Funny, isn't it?
What is?
I've got no idea how I got here.
Still no sign of Smith?
No, nothing. Would you like me to call Barnhurst?
Would you?
Mrs. Davidson.
Yes.
I just took Birdsworth to Solitary with Bryant's meal. I'm pretty sure she's told her about Margot's top dog takeover.
And you think it could cause more trouble?
I'm calling her behalf.
In a word, yes.
Well, don't forget that Smith is coming back, and that alone should stop any infighting.
this afternoon.
Well, I doubt whether Gaffney and her cronies would agree with you.
Oh, yes, they will, because you and the rest of the staff will see to that. Any news?
Well, they say they should have been here ages ago. Apparently they left about 2 o'clock.
If you can assure me there will be no more trouble, no further action will be taken against you.
Yes, Mrs. Davidson, I've learnt my lesson.
What I want from you, and from everybody else, is an end to all this infighting. If we can eliminate that, then we'll have a better chance of doing something more positive about rehabilitation. That doesn't impress you?
Look, can I speak freely?
Yes, please do.
Well, I've been in Wentworth now over a year, right? In all that time, there have been over a dozen attempts at rehabilitation. Toy making, pottery classes, drama classes, higher education, you name it. None of it's worked.
Well, that's not quite true. One of our women managed to get her higher school certificate.
Yeah, one out of how many? Not very good percentages, are they?
Oh, perhaps not, but given the right circumstances, I'm sure we could improve our record.
And what would you call the right circumstances?
A cooperation between the staff and inmates, communication between both parties, and an earnest desire to get results.
Oh, good luck.
Yes, I know, it's idealistic, and I'm not going to fool myself that everything will just fall into place. Nevertheless, I'm going to make a start, and the first thing I want to set up is a prisoners' needs committee.
A what?
A committee to convey the women's needs to the administration. Of course, I realize that this will require a spokeswoman, and frankly, I would like to see you take the job.
Mrs. Davidson, I have just spent some time in the pound because I've been speaking up for the women, opening my big mouth. No, I'm not going to do it. Anyway, how do I know we'd get a fair hearing?
You have my word. Naturally, I would prefer you to communicate with a member of the staff, but if you find you are not getting satisfaction, then you have direct access to this office.
Oh. Look, you'd have to prove to the women it wasn't a fly-by-night operation.
Well, I was rather hoping that you would do that, too. And whilst you're talking to them, you might let them know that I've arranged for B. Smith to be returned to Wentworth. She shall be here this evening. I thought that would brighten up your day.
Yeah, it sure does.
Fine. Then you will speak to the women?
You bet I will.
Good. Mrs. Powell, would you take Bryant back to Solitary so you can get her things and then return to H Block?
You know, Mrs. Davidson, maybe this needs committee thing will work, huh? I want you to know I'm going to do my best to see it does.
Thank you. Wendy, is there any sign of the Barnhurst van yet? I see. Thank you.
Of course, we don't want to rough stuff, but if they want to argue... OK, Lou, you go in and start messing the joint up a bit. We'll be right behind you, OK?
Oh, hi, Lil. What can I do for you? Oh, you bloody bitch!
What's the problem?
What's the problem? Have a look at that.
She do that?
Well, you don't reckon I did it, do you? You rotten mongrel, stop it! Oh, cut it out!
Looks like they got it in for you, kiddo.
Well, your mate's telling to stop.
Can't.
What do you mean you can't? You got it working for you.
That's it. You see? People work for you, they expect to get paid, and I ain't got nothing to pay 'em with.